that the research has put the rope around the ankle or waist, or maybe the leg legend, to rest. They also point out that Aaron was to wear a blue ephod with bells on its hem when he entered the holy place, not the Holy of Holies. When he entered the Holy of Holies, he washes and wears special linen garments, not the ephod with bells. If there are no bells to jingle, there is no need for the rope either. A Messianic Jewish fellowship points out the potential difficulty of dragging a dead priest out of the Holy of Holies. You could only drag out the priest if he died in the holy place. The way the curtains of the temple were designed, the priest could not have been dragged out of the Holy of Holies. The veil was made using many layers of cloth. The thickness was over 3 feet. The curtains overlapped and made a small maze through which the priest walked.
So he couldn't have gotten out of there.
Yeah, he got hung up somehow. Yeah.
I don't see any record of anybody dying in the Holy of Holies.
No, Aaron's too low. They were walking, but they died outside.
Yeah. They didn't make it that far.
Another point might be, would show that might be a fable, or is a fable. Tying a rope to your foot or your waist, that would kind of like say you don't have any faith. It'd be like a symbol of, like you have no trust.
Your backup plan.
So that right there might expose it as a fable.
So they didn't.
Especially after Nadab and Abihu, right? Okay, well, I think that's all for today.
Okay, very good. Finally, I learned something.
Oh, good.
So you have no evidence or eyewitnesses.
The only point he had was that embarrassment principle, which stands alone and can be explained away.
That's one of the things that contradicts.
Contradicts itself.
What puzzles me is we have the Bible for 2,000 years. Why would anybody believe a religion that's only a couple of hundred years old?
Because they don't want to believe a lie. I mean, especially man that are healed, they love the idea of them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I can have 500 wives.
How many virgins when you die? 12 virgins. Awesome.
I've seen a clip of people trying to witness to Mormons, and some of them don't care because it's like this family thing. You know, my parents did it. My brothers and sisters are doing it, so I'm going to do it too. And the truth is,
Fathers and daughters.
Yep, that's the problem with the Catholics. too.
Yeah, that was
You know, family thing. That's what my parents came down to me with when I said they're Catholic.
genealogy about 150 years back on the Doyle side, and all Catholics from Ireland immigrated to Canada, and all Catholic, actually lived in this Catholic area. And my father was in an orphanage when he was 2.5 years old, a Catholic orphanage, surrounded by all this Catholicism. So you could see how easily it was passed on. My father was a Bible thumping Catholic. Jehovah's Witness, he had a Bible. I think it was the first Bible ever made. I mean, the thing was like. And when the Jehovah's Witnesses, this is back in the 60s, and come to the door and he'd, wait a minute, go get his Bible. This big.
they don't like to do that.
Look at that grass. He'd be reading.
Well, it had brass clasps.
So my sister had it down after he passed away.
I have my grandparents' Bible. That has a metal cover.
Yeah.
Yep.
And some of them are very beautiful.
Yeah.
All man-made.
I'm kind of out of time, but we have extra biblical sources of the New Testament. Tacitus wrote about it. Lucius of Samosata wrote about Jesus. Christians didn't have anything nice to say, but we don't speak against something that does not exist. Also Josephus, got 3 quotes from Josephus. Let's see, Pliny the Younger, Celsus.
Josephus was one of the most reliable, wasn't he?
Jewish historian.
Jewish story there. And there's archaeological evidence. Ossuaries have been found for, in one tomb, they found ossuaries for Lazarus, Mary, and Martha. It's like, wow. They found another ossuary for Simon, son of Jonah.
Oh, yeah.
It's over in Jerusalem. Not in Rome, it's over in Jerusalem. Also Jonathan, Matthias, Salome. People would have been in the Jerusalem church. Their ossuaries. There's the James ossuary, James, son of Joseph. Brother of Jesus, the brother of Jesus. The phrase is in some question. I don't know James into that. But James, still James, son of Joseph. That ossuary has been found. We found an ossuary for Caiaphas. Remember the guy that Simon who carried the cross for Jesus? They found an ossuary for Alexander, son of Simon.
Oh,
And it's all the names in that tomb are just diaspora names, which Cyrene would count. So it looks like they were all Cyrenians who moved to Jerusalem, which you would expect if their tombs were actually the names would be diaspora names.
you say they found the one for Joseph, the Pharaoh made him in charge of food during the 7 years of famine.
Oh,
I
you did?
Yeah, I read that somewhere. And what they named him.
Oh, yeah,
gave
the
him
Egyptian
that,
name.
Gave the Egyptian name, yeah,
Yeah.
on a tomb.
He found his tomb.
Yeah.
On that, the James ossuary is that some people are trying to say that it came from the Jesus family tomb at Talpia. But the James ossuary was found years before the Talpia tomb was discovered, so that was obviously didn't come from there. In that Talpia tomb, there were 10 ossuaries found, and they're trying to say that one of them is missing, and that would be the James ossuary. But that 10th ossuary was, that they recorded the size, and it's a different size from the James ossuary. The 10th ossuary was also unadorned, no decorations, no inscription, and it was broken. But the James ossuary is whole, it's decorated, and it's inscribed. So it's not the same ossuary at all. So the Jesus tomb is, the people that wrote that weren't very honest. But they didn't do a whole lot of research or something. Well, you can trust your Bible.
Yeah.
Don't believe the unbelievers.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've come up with some of this supposedly evolutionary stuff. The Nebraska man is proof of the evolution of man, but it's found to be a fixed tooth. Piltdown Man, which was 40 years in the British Museum of Natural History as proof, as a fraud.
Yes.
Yes.
They have the same problem with first-hand knowledge. No one can, that's why they've never said it's not a theory. They are saying it's a fact, but they aren't officially changing it from a theory to a fact because they know they can't. Because they don't have, you'd have to have personal knowledge, you'd have to watch these things expire for that many years. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's like if the Christians would go into the school, because in the textbook it says that everything in there has to be factual, science. In the man, that they take out all the stuff that's been proven wrong. Like Ken Hovind said, one lady just said, well, if you do that, then we would have nothing to teach. He said, that's not my problem.
Yeah, it's your fault.